carp. It just wasn't going for any silly runs. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, very funny.
Hello again everybody, James Lewis Fishing back with another live match for you, and this one is another SilverFish Qualifier at the fantastic Barston Lakes, and I draw what I think is quite a decent peg, to be honest with you. It's peg 33 and it's just where the island sort of pinches in on the riverside, and sometimes with the right wind it sort of funnels the skimmers up in there, but unfortunately doesn't seem to happen on this particular day. One last request before we start the video, and that is if you could subscribe to the channel. We're getting quite close to 1,000 subscribers, which is a huge milestone, and thanks to everyone that's subscribed already. Don't forget to sort of like and comment on it as well. All helps that algorithm and helps me grow. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Alrighty peoples, I'm going to do another live commentary to this one. You can see me just making a few ground bait balls before the start.
On! Good luck, man. Friendly pound? Yeah, we're all friends here, aren't we? PayPal, bank transfer.
So I'm just having a chat with Ian Madden, who's on next peg 34. I'm on 33, then there's a space to my left, and Brad Smith's on 31. He's on the point, for anyone who knows Barston. And yeah, I'm just a couple down. First peg with the island in front. And yeah, I chose to chuck just to the left. Obviously got that free peg to my left, so a bit more space there. Just putting a few casters in on the pole line as well.
Any signs on pole?
No, not a touch yet.
But yeah, after a biteless first chuck, try a little worm cocktail. Just got a tiny 15-gram new fish feeder, little plug of worm, a little bit of ground bait either side. That'll be F1 sweet, some crushed expander. Nothing too fish mealy, as I wanted to try and avoid the carp. We're in. Probably took me a good 20-25 minutes to get the first proper bite. A few little indications before, but the first serious one.
Big green. Hope green.
But yeah, just beating it up whilst I wind this back in. I was at about 30 metres with these, decided just to focus on one feeder line and a 14.5 metre pole line. You will hear the planes on this video as well. Barston's near a couple of airports. Fortunately comes in just out of shot. But yeah, nice skimmer to start. That's probably a 2-pounder, that one. Just inside the scissors. Yeah, slipper in the net. Punching it quite hard into the wind to try and keep it nice and straight. Yeah, it took a little while for the next bite. You can hear the wind picking up as well, rattling the pole floats on my top kits. Yeah, this one came in a bit easier. See me there checking my clutch with the braid. Pull out of any of these fish. Lovely jubbly.
No. Turned into a skimmer.
Probably a poundfish. There's some good stamped skimmers by Barston standards.
How many, Steve? Anyone beating you? To your left. What's most down there? 8. How many do you think the most is to your left? Yeah.
So I'm just asking Steve Reed a few pegs down how many he's got. I can see them all having a few fish further to my left, a few more than me. And 9 was the most that came back. But we're in again. Hopefully my match picks up and I can close the gap. See a nice little bit of resistance early on there. Keeping that at rod tip low as usual. And we'll speed her up a little bit. Just working it left and right. Get that net into position nice and early. Check the clutch. And Bob's your uncle. Probably about another pound fish there. Taking it down again. Worth keeping an eye on that as to where the hook positions are in the mouth. Sometimes means you need to change up the length of your tail if they're taking it quite far down. Shorten it up and see the bites a bit earlier. But worth a try on the pole. The feeder line slowed down a little bit at this point. We'd had about an hour and a half, so
I've got to have a look. Can't really sit longer.
and we're in. Nice to see a nice positive bite that early on the pole, when it gave me some real confidence that the match might turn around if I could catch fish off 2 lines. It's all very well and good picking up odd fish on the feeder, but I felt like my best chance of winning on the day was if I had a proper visit on the pole. So yeah, I'd gone longer than everyone around me at 14.5, even though, as you can hear, it's quite a windy day. But I don't mind battling a little bit if, you know, the rewards are going to be there and I can poach some of these skimmers a bit further out into the lake. I'd also set up a short line at, I think it was 7 metres, just in case it turned into a real bagging day. You can see that's a nice stamp as well. Probably a pound fish. None of them really small skimmers that Barston's known for were feeding on the day. I don't know if that was because of the colour, but yeah, if I can catch them on the pole, it certainly will be a good day. See me feeding just a few casters, trying to stir up a few fish. And we're in again. Did take a while for this second bite, but don't mind if there's a few proper fish mixed in. And this one was certainly taking out a bit more elastic, so hopeful more than anything.
It's got a bit carpy, this.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Got a bit carpy.
Well, we can find a carp.
Something to do, eh?
Just chatting with Ian again, you'll hear me having some banter with him throughout the day. We had a good laugh.
Here's a skimmer. I've hooked it up with the bum and it's a big one. Oh, I sense it's just a carp.
See it dragging around the connector, me stripping back loads of elastic.
silvery carp, mine. That counts.
One of
Anything counts at the moment.
Nigel's new mirrors, probably about a pound.
Let's see if that's sorted things out there. Get a carp out of the way. Shame really, it was a lovely green bite. I was like, oh, brilliant.
But yeah, that was it on the pole. I thought that carp might potentially allow a few more skimmers to come in on the feed after you've spooked your carp, but no, it had gone dead unfortunately. So a quick hook link change on the feeder. Gone a little bit shorter and a slightly smaller hook as well. Thought that might make a difference. Gone from a 14 to a 16 just to see if that would maybe catch me a few more of them small skimmers, and we're straight back in.
Steady on now, Ian. Don't know.
Coming into netting range now. Yeah, another decent skimmer, probably pound and a half. Starting to turn a little bit brown.
Proper uns. What's going on down there, Billy? What's winning it down there, you think?
Probably 13, 14 pounds.
Double what I've got.
Yeah.
Like 10 skimmers or something.
He's got 9 skimmers.
Yeah.
But not much going on, mate.
No.
You can't be caught.
Yeah, what peg's he on?
Darren.
Darren.
So wherever he is.
Right.
Round the corner.
Yeah. Da, mate.
Little chat with Billy Kirk there.
Oh, that'll be a carp then. Hell, that snapped me off the rack. Good lord. How many's he got then?
Is that 3D?
Yeah.
£12, he just landed probably £1.5 pounds.
Cashing on the tip, is he?
Yeah. But like from Reedy, like 4 or 5 pegs, they're all catching.
Yeah.
Peg 25.
Yeah, Darren.
He's well, Reedy reckons he potentially's got £30.
Really?
If he's catching the same stamp as what everyone else is catching. No one's catching little fish, everyone's catching big fish.
Yeah, powerfish.
But you don't know when people are netting fish whether they're carp or not, though, do you?
True.
Little chat with Stuart Thornton there. Not really what I wanted to hear was that there was a big weight out there already, but you never know at Barston. Lots of different fish to potentially be landing. We're in again. Fortunately, you can see quite a big bend on the rod on this one. We have to battle it quite a bit as well with the wind that's picking up, unfortunately, on the mic as well. Yeah, not very silverfishy, eh? Bit of a bad net job, but we have to get slightly steady on light hook links. I didn't want to snap this one, but here he comes. Lovely stuff. Just a shame it doesn't count, that's all.
£6 F1.
That's another thing that Barston's known for is some huge F1s, and that one, as I've just said, probably £5 or £6. Very old fish, great weight builder in the summer, that one.
This old game, eh? You reckon you could weigh a golden retriever? I think I'd win with it, don't you?
What's that?
Golden retriever.
Oh, oh yeah.
I reckon he'd weigh well.
So yeah, a dog just jumped in on peg 124 there, so I laughed with Ian about it. But we're in again.
Yeah. Yeah, I just put on some pedigree chub actually. Double.
Yeah, this one's not going too wild, which we like to see. Coming in quite steady. It's in real time this, so making good ground on it quite quickly. Just kiting round to the left. I'm on braid incidentally because it's I think far better for skimmer fishing. Here it comes. And a decent one. Not behaving very well, unfortunately. But come out of the net though. Another £1.5 of that one. We're in again. Always nice when I was hooking into fish and I could just keep winding, you know, when they don't take some line on that initial run, you tend to know it's a skipper. And another one in the net. Give myself a powder for that as well. See me on these casts as well. As soon as the feed hits the water, it's tip under, trying to sink that braid. Imperative when you've got a bit of a chop and toe on it, like we did. See me taking my time to pick up that bite as well. Sort of getting ready, you can see the tip start to move, but waiting for that positive movement. There's a lot of line bites that you can strike out of Barston, a lot of fins out there, so well worth making sure they're on. Coming in quite nicely again though.
You know a good feeder angle when it can catch a roach on it. Yeah. Yeah. I should get some sort of award for that, shouldn't I? The only roach in Barston.
Not really what you want to see is roach on your tip line. Tends to mean you've got no skimmers. Yeah, another big bite there. Be worried.
What's that? Yeah, a few fish have finally turned up. Too late. Be a carp this. It feels a bit heavy, but I don't know.
Not coming in as easy, unfortunately. See me pumping it.
What's the carp? It just wasn't going for any silly runs. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, very funny, yeah, very good.
That told me, eh?
I know you are super about that game. Well, then £7 F1s I keep catching.
Yeah, another big old F1. Probably best part of £5 again. Always get a few walkers at Barston, don't you? Wasn't best impressed. He was having quite a loud conversation on the phone behind me. And we're in again.
Yeah, that's it.
One of Barston's planes. Tend to get quite a bit of background noise at Barston. Unfortunately, another one that doesn't count. So, felt like there was a load of F1s on the tip line by this point. So, look on the pole, see if we can make it any better.
Why do I feel like you're F1 as well? Another F1 in it. Yeah. Everywhere I go. Every lake I go to.
Yeah, by this point I'd seen the funny side of catching all these F1s, but starting to get a bit fed up with the previous matches that you may see in the series where carp just sort of dominated the early part of October and into November. Very mild. And you had to draw well to A, avoid the carp, and B, have a load of skimmers on you. See me stripping loads of elastic out now, trying to get this fish in.
Oh yeah, first timers. Oh.
And that is a proper one. No F1s here. Probably £8 to £10.
That, no, is that dreaded stuff? No. Whoa! Yeah, big one. I'll go back there, wrong type of fish. Intentionally kept this like low feed to avoid elephants like that. Oh Christ, yeah, she's not easy to hold at 14.5 today, I'll tell you that much.
I've dropped the feeder on it a few times and it just hasn't gone.
No, I don't think there's a lot of fish in tide. There's a lot of shouting going on in the day, isn't there?
But we're in again.
I think we're clear.
Really?
I think we could have a skimmer.
You said that last time.
You're right, I did. And it is beginning to feel heavy.
Well done.
I don't know. No, I'm more confident this one.
Hear the seagulls giving it some as well. Coming in quite steady, this fish. Bodes well. Lovely stuff. Another better fish, that one, probably 2.5 pound. They're the ones we need. It's a funny little bite, that one, but quite jagged, so thought I'd better pick up and check the hook bait more than anything else.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Come on. You cannot get better than that. No, perch. I don't think I've ever caught a smaller perch than that on the tip. It's the natural born species hunter.
And yeah, by this time we were getting towards the end of the match, so a little bit of packing away.
I wonder if that's a carp. Oh, I wonder. I just can't be sure.
The classic distraction technique always gets a bite.
Could be. Could be a very big skimmer.
Did you expect anything else then?
Dear oh dear. Actually, they do give good bites compared to the skimmers.
Proper bites.
Yeah, you do know you've got them on.
Yeah, I'd like one just to finish the day off.
Just keep you entertained.
Yeah.
Get you warm, if anything else.
This is it, yeah. It's starting to feel the cold now. Come on, you.
Cranking his fishing down my left margin. Checking that clutch.
Oh, it's orange. I win.
Oh, is that?
Ghosting. That's it. Match done. Doesn't even matter, does it? Doesn't even matter.
Probably a 3 pounder, 4 pounder maybe. Lively as koi's always are.
Send Rich a picture of that.
We're in again. I started to cast a bit more frequently at this point on the feeder line just to take a bit of a gamble, get a bit more bait out there.
Could be a skimmer, this one. Really? Yeah, okay. Ben's got caught short. Classic, that one.
But yeah, felt like I had a bit of weight in this fish, which was nice. Very well behaved. And another better fish as well, so probably 2.5 that one, I'd say. Still keen to fight me in the net. Where's the discordia? There it is. A late little flurry this. Just widen it into my right hand side so the fish is going left. There's a fish. Lovely. another good one. Probably another 2.5 pounder. If only I could have kept them coming all day, but between the carp and the bulk of the fish being to my left, I was always going to struggle. Oh! Oh, what's this all about? All of you into fish? Where's my one? Yeah, staying on. Yeah, I'm just going to chuck a little method feeder for the next hour. I reckon it will be solid. So Steve Reed's the one that doesn't have a chat. 9 and 10. You?
I think I've got 25 pounds, but the bloke to my left is admitting to like 30, and then Darren must have, he reckons Darren's battered it, so he's gonna have 40 plus. I don't know, they've just caught steady all day.
Mate.
Yeah.
I'd get runs of 2.
Yeah.
That was about a summary of a run for me.
Caught many carp?
Oh, have I?
I've had about a dozen.
Yeah, I've read about the same. I had a koi as well.
Yeah, I've had a ghosty thing as well.
I've had a proper orange koi. So that's just one with the section actually. I took a picture of that. So I thought, well, that's going to be helpful. That's instant win of the match, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
a load of F1s. Huge
Yeah.
F1s. Like 6-7 pounders.
Yeah.
I've had a little perch. I've had a roach.
Yeah.
Proper mixed bag, me. Good angler, see? Don't know why. Yeah, Brad's been a good area when I've been here.
It's always the way, isn't it?
It is. Wherever I go.
Fly that peg when the wind blows the other way or something like
And weighing time.
Thanks for that. Five. 15, 13. Only about half on already.
So yeah, not a bad day at Barston in the end. £15, 13 ounces, which wasn't comprised of loads of skimmers really. Good stamp, and if I could have lined them up and had less trouble with the F1s and carp, I think, you know, there was a potential to get towards the weights that were needed. And speaking of which, it was Lauren Stevens who qualified out of my section on the end peg nearest the clubhouse. Lauren had £32, 9 ounces, which is fantastic for such a young angler. She's on our England under 15 talent pathway, sponsored by Guru. And then another lady, second in the section, Kat Davies, who was, I think, 3 pegs to my left, weighed £30, 10 ounces. So girl power in that qualifier, that's for sure. Lauren was joined by 2 quite familiar faces. You've got Alan Scott Orne and Frankie Giannicelli, who won their respective sections. And all 3 of them are through to the final at Barston in March. That wraps it up for this video, guys and girls. If you could like and comment on it, that'd be fantastic, hugely appreciated. But I'll catch you all on the bank very soon.